how much, obviously the Varney people were much more into like your Baroque classical stuff. Was it an influence for you, and to what extent was that an influence?
It wasn't really much, actually. That was, if I'm to be honest with you, it was the one, so the question was, how much of an influence was the neoclassical thing? I mean, not much. To be honest with you, it was the one area that I was not, so I loved listening to those guys and their technique and their ability and all the crazy licks, but I was always wondering, like, why does it always have to be in this, you know, that Baroque era chord progression thing? I didn't understand why it had to always be that. And I wasn't really that big on that. So I was much more into just more of a blues background, you know, funk and blues and kind of stuff. So I wanted to do those kind of licks, but in a different context. So I was really the first guy on Shrapnel that didn't have a neoclassical album. Yeah. Then none of it. And then after me, nobody did, right? Because then Richie was after me, and then Michael Lee Firkins, and then a bunch of people after that. But I sort of ended. I apologize, but I ended the neoclassical era, I think.
Are you familiar with Joey Tafoya?
Yes.
Yeah, the Infra Blue. That's another one that had exactly that style.
Yeah, he was. In fact, I think he studied with Joey Tafoya. Studied with Tony and Paul.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah. So,
very nice guy.
Yeah, he's a very nice guy. Yeah.
He's a security guy now. He's doing.
So I heard.
Yeah, he's crazy into it. Like,
very, very successful too.
Yeah, very successful.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Anybody else? Nothing else? Go ahead.
I would like to ask you, what's your approach with improvisation with complicated pieces like Giant Steps?
Oh, yeah, it's very difficult. It's very difficult. So I recorded a solo on Giant Steps many years ago for a guy. I forget the guy who did the arrangement. Really nice arrangement. And so I worked on ideas for a long time before I recorded anything. I don't come from that world, right? So I go by my ear and I just listen and I think, what would I want to hear right now if I was playing? So a lot of that solo was punched in, you know, where I play for as long as I can and until I crash, which of course happens in Giant Steps. So for a song like that, you know, honestly, I would just have to practice lines for a long time, because there isn't really a system, I don't think, other than just getting familiar with the language of 251, because it's just 251, 251, 251, 251 nonstop. And I'm not that. I don't really visit that place much often. You know, I'm not really. I never studied like the real book. I didn't go that route. So I would say find a really good jazz teacher. That would be my advice.
Thank you.
Of course.
And any advice to get the level of cleanness at speed, especially for the new generations, since I brought...
Oh God, there's so many guys out there that are so good and so good. I mean, just practice, I guess, you know, practice a lot. I don't know, I think it's sort of like, you know, when people can type really fast, which a lot of people can because everyone's on keyboards and computers today. If you were to ask them, you know, what's a good exercise to get that speed, I don't think they would say anything except just do it a lot. Just do this a lot, and you'll start doing it faster. So I just think, just make sure that, I think that the problem that's I hear with some players is that they want to play fast, and they want to get it overnight, right? So then sometimes things are not synchronized perfectly, or things sound a little bit sloppy. I get sloppy myself sometimes, but yeah, I think if you just discipline yourself and make sure that there's a standard that you keep, and just look, there's so many great players out there. I would just get on YouTube every day and just watch videos.